Is it possible to increase your IQ and also improve your memory and concentration just by playing a game for 20 days? Before we answer that question, let us ask, why is IQ so important? It is so because higher IQ gives you more success in exams and jobs. And most jobs have a minimum IQ requirement. Now, the history of IQ building. Before 2008, there was no method to help you improve your IQ. In 2008, a groundbreaking new research happened. Even though all the scientists had failed for over 100 years, something dramatic happened in 2008. It was very, very important. Though the general education, general teachers, coaching, they all miss it. And what really happened was scientists from America and Europe got together and finally figured out a way to increase your IQ. They created a method, and what we did, using that method, we developed a software game that you use only for 20 days and see dramatic improvement in your IQ. So introducing our 20-day challenge. 20 days to challenge you, and when you accept the challenge and play the game daily, you'll see an increase in your IQ, memory and concentration. Now if you verify this result, you'll see your IQ has improved by 10 points or higher. Now the improvement happens in 3 stages. I call that beginner's joy, valley of frustration and rapid growth. What does it mean? The 3 stages are like this. When you begin the training, in the first few days you make rapid progress from here to here, and you're delighted, you're happy because you can see, you can remember so much more than when you started. Then for 2 weeks or so your progress is very slow, as if there is no progress at all. This is a period of frustration. This is the duration where you play game every day but you do not see the improvement. So what is going on during this time? Your brain is trying to figure out how to remember a lot of information because it never had the need to do it before, and the process of the game challenges it every single day. And as a result, even though we don't see anything here, suddenly one day the brain has figured out how to store all that information and how to remember it. And when that happens, you suddenly see you improve, your score go higher and higher and higher within just a couple of days. So that is what I call rapid growth, and this is where you reach a stage of peak performance for yourself. Now what are these scores? What is improving? One is how many different events you can remember. That is what is improving, and as we see now, you'll understand what those events are. So this is the game, and it has 9 of these gray squares. So when the game begins, you see an empty screen with 9 squares. Then the level 1 is shown here. It could be level 2, 3, etc. And each round of the game has 21 events. So it shows here how many remain. This is for play and pause, and these are 2 buttons. So we'll see how to use them. Now each event consists of showing off a red square here and a sound. that you hear. The sound is of an alphabet like S, T, R. Now this red square in the next event can go elsewhere and you hear a different sound, and here's the third one. So this is how the game progresses. Now how is the game scored? As we discussed, this concept of level 1, 2, 3 and higher. So level 1 means that when the first event happens, where's the red square and what is the sound? You remember it. And when second event happens, you try to match it with the first event, the one event before. So that is what is level 1. So when you see event 2, you ask, does the location match or does the sound match? At most only one of them can match, and here the location matches. So in the meantime you see event 3. Again you see, does the location match, does the sound match? The answer is no for both. Then event 4, does the location match, does the sound match, and so on. So this is called level 1. There are different levels. So level 2 means when you see event number 3, that time you compare with event number 1. So difference of 2 events. When you see event number 6, you would compare with event number 4. And similarly, what happens in level number 6? So level number 6 means difference of 6. So you'll remember this event 2, 3, all events have taken place, you've seen them, and then when event 7 comes, you remember and compare with event number 1. So in the meantime, so much information is in your memory, and that is the miracle of this training. Many people reach level 6 or 5, and almost everybody reaches 4. And the beauty is you can repeat the training without extra payment. So what we have done, we have given you license for 3 months or 1 year,